welcome all veterans, veteran community, forward driving community, hunting community, everyone. Cheers. I'm John, or in Te Reo, Honi, or Honi Roa, as my comrades would have called me. Welcome to my podcast of forward driving, tips from a veteran, and then also a bit of story. So our scope, we're going to talk about the big three, we've got a little story, and then forward driving tip and an outdoors tip. So the big three, what are they up to, what are they doing? So the big three for me are Expedition Overland in America. At the moment, they've just finished their big crossing of America from Canada to Mexico. They've been paragliding on their little aircraft carrier of an adventure trailer. It has been very, very good to watch the new series coming out, and rock on. Also, I've been a fan of them for a long time. Clay and the team over there in Expedition Overland in the States, they've got a brilliant series throughout their travels around the world and are very, very good at what they do. So, they've got a new series up and it's all about sailing across America on their wind kites. Paragliders. Yeah, there you go. Sorry, got a bit of wind at the moment. It's a bit windy around here. Alright, so Ronnie Dahl. So he's another Australian YouTuber. He's pretty epic. I've been following him for a while and what he's been up to. So he's just finished coming back from the States. And he's in the process of showing us all his videos from the States, from his modified videos. And at the moment, he's on a bit of a tight budget, but he's dishing out content. Lately, he's been starting his second channel, which is RD2, which is a very, very good channel. And it is interesting to watch more about podcasts and not adventuring, and more about his charms, as us Kiwis would call it. So that's Ronnie Dahl. I've been following him for a while now, and we've been in a bit of contact earlier on in the year, and his crew rocks. They're very good. Alright, so the next one of the big three that I follow is Patriot Campers, i.e. Patriot Games, and all their P-Core truck systems that they have. What are they doing at the moment? Well, they've just released another season of Patriot Games, and it's pretty epic, and it's all over the world once again, and it's pretty good. I've been a follower of them for a while, and they put up some pretty good content, so it's pretty amazing. So jump on there. So they're my big three. They're the ones that I follow and the ones that I watch, and I recommend you watch them as well. So that's forward driving and adventuring. So the big three are Expedition Overland, Ronnie Dahl, both channels, and then Patriot Campers and Patriot Games. So they're the ones to watch. Watch them, they're bloody good. Alright, have a little bit of a break. Rifleman. Bloody good magazine actually. Some really good chats in this magazine. Bloody good. Oh, I know that fella. He's a good chap. Ooh. Photo of the boys out there doing the bizzo. Not too bad there, lads. Alright, that's enough of that. Alright, what were we talking about? Alright, so, have I got a story for you? So I remember when I was a team leader in the infantry, I remember this, it was like a pre-deployment, and then it was like deploying to an area. So for our pre-going, we did this exercise. And I remember it was in the cold, it was down south central Otago. And the purpose of it was to just feel out and just get used to working in a team environment. However, the environment wasn't a team environment, it was a bloody cold environment. It was snowing in the middle of winter. It was 48 hours of freezing our asses off. You want to see how cold it was? Well, it was too cold that when we jumped in our sleeping bags at night time, we stayed awake because it was so cold. There was no sleeping. But then, there was a lot of teamwork and a lot of perseverance, and we all got through the exercise. It was only 2 days long, but boy oh boy, I'll never have one of those cold nights again. Never ever again. However, a silver lining to that, to spending those 2 days in the cold, then we went into what we called, oh, that's the local fireman. Fire sirens are gone. Don't be the locals going out there to fight the battle. Anyway, so it was bloody cold, and from there we went to the States. And guess what, Yanks? We worked with you guys for a month. Back in the early 2010s through to 2020, in between that time, we came over and worked with you guys. So there was the Dawn Blitz, and we went from one extreme to the other extreme. I tell you what, 4. It was pretty cold, mate, and then it was pretty hot. So we were on the Dawn Blitz exercise, and shout out to the Americans and the American veterans, superb facilities, and it was a really, really great exercise. However, the bloody cold, mate. I'm telling you, it was bloody cold. And then the deployment in America, hot as hell. So, the tip there is to have both sleeping bags packed away. One in your base kit, one in your op bag, and you're all set and good to go. So, it was fucking cold. That's how cold it was. It was fucking cold. In central Otago, middle of winter. So that's enough story time. I better get back to my book. Oh, just reading an article here from the observation post. Alright, so this is also a forward driving channel and an adventure channel. However, this is my professional look. So this is me. So, forward driving. I have my own 80 series Land Cruiser, 1995. It is my pride and joy. It is a very good, capable vehicle. Not going to bore you with the specs, because pictures can paint 1,000 words. However, my forward driving tip is if you're going out forward driving, make sure you do a reconnaissance of the area first, and make sure that you walk in the rivers and the water you're going to be crossing, because you need to know if the vehicle can go on the hard surface or on the soft surface of the river. You've got to add up the vehicle weight, you've got to test the ground underneath the water and make sure that it's a hard bed of dirt or stones or rock bed. Making sure that you know that you have an entry and an exit point and you also have to have a second exit point if all turns to custard. So that is my full driving tip. And the 80 series is going very well, thank you. I know that you're thinking about the 80 series and not thinking about me on the show. Trucks are worth quite a bit, and they're probably worth more than me somewhat sometimes. So that's all good. But anyway, the 80 series is going very, very good. It's performing very well, and it seems to like its driver, which is me. So there's no complications there at all. So all is well and all is good with the 80 and myself. Alright, so that's driving, and that's full driving, and there will be some pictures of the 80 and the winch coming up. Anyway, just want to explain a little segment of the HAPs. So here we have what this show is all about. It's all about John Expedition and Adventure, which is me, going on adventures and putting it on the screen for you. This is a cap. Also got my namesake, Honu. So that's a bit of me as well. Alright, time for another segment of reading the best book in town. Got some pretty good pictures in here. Guys, you can't see the lads in the photos. They must be, oh, there they are, they must be camouflaged. Got a good photo of the lads there, of the RPs, looking pretty flash, guys. So, bit of military jargon for you. So your RP and your local infantry unit are the regimental police. Now they're the boys you don't want to mess with. So that's your army jargon for this podcast. So, next on the menu is your outdoors tip. So when you're in the outdoors, what you want to be doing is you want to plan, alright? What you want to do, if you're going to go outside on an expedition, your planning is as important as the expedition itself, somewhat. So, what you need to do is you need to sort out the big three factors. The first one is the weather. The second one is your emergency med plan. And then the third one will be making sure you've got the right equipment. So that's your big three. So your first one, check the weather. Second one is your emergency first aid plan. What happens if someone gets injured? And then your third one is, oh, what is it? Do you know it? Yeah, so that's it. So anyway, so make sure that your planning is in properly and make sure it's in sequence. Check your weather. Make sure you've got a med plan in place if someone gets hurt, and make sure you've got the right equipment. The right equipment is going to be quite crucial, obviously, for wherever you're going, but people always tend to focus more on the equipment, and a lot of people tend to forget about their med plan. What if something goes wrong? What if someone gets injured? What if there's a catastrophic event and a hunter is fired upon by accident by another hunter? What are you going to do? What are your plans? What are your mitigations? So make sure that you have a med plan in place when you're out adventuring or when you're out hunting. Fire extinguisher. If there's a fire in your truck, what are you going to do? So yeah. So anyway, that's the outdoors tip. I better try these hats, eh? Don't want to mess up my hair. Not that I'm not sort of a good looking chap anyway. Oh, there we go. Looks alright, looks pretty snazzy. Woohoo! Yeah. Well, sometimes you wear it like an infantryman, so you tuck in the sides and you do like that, and gotta make sure it's putting on an angle, or sometimes you can do it like that if you want to be real switched on. So anyway, alright, so have a wee little short break. Also, disclaimer, any facial features used or seen, any facial features that I do during these segments are by no means indirect communication to anyone else at all. Alright, let's be switched on, team. This is the episode for your pure enjoyment, and that's what it is, nothing else.